Oh, yeah. Oh, this is definitely a branch off of that one. It's amazing to get to see these trees now.
One of Oregon's earliest pioneers left behind a mystery.
What is that?
Oh, nice catch. We know that the homestead was established about 1846 or so by Greenberry Smith. We've never been sure how the orchard relates to the original homestead site.
It's part of Campa now, owned by the Oregon Military Department.
We still have to figure out whether or not this may have some historical significance because of its age or other characteristics of the orchard.
We think this was a working orchard up until the military took it over.
So what's growing here? And how old are the trees? The apple detectives are here to find out.
This is a Roxbury russet.
Good in anybody's backyard orchard.
Joni Cooper and Sean Shepard are with the Home Orchard Society. One tree takes them no time to decipher.
This is the oldest recognized American variety. I think it was discovered in 1632 in Roxbury, Massachusetts.
Another tree presents a puzzle.
It tastes like it might be a cider apple. It's kind of bitter. So it's easily 100 years old, probably. Don't know what it is. It's kind of a puzzle.
And we have this driving interest in finding the old varieties, exploring old orchards, seeing if we can identify what those old apple trees are. Yeah, it's fun. It's a detective story, really. See these little dots? They're lenticels, and it's one of the things that we use for identification. Reading the old books and everything is one of the descriptors that they give.
Joni and Sean often find types of apples more than a century old.
It's got to be Winterstein. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Winterstein trees. And that tells us that this person bought apple trees from the Stark Brothers Nursery in Missouri.
We have a 1910 Stark catalog. It tells you what trees were available for purchase at that time. It's just hunting. Yeah, it's hard. It's not easy. It's not a quick fix.
Campa has 68 trees. That's small apples compared to what Nick Botner has waiting for them.
Every plant is a different variety here.
Nick's got more than 4,500 different types of apples.
Amazing, amazing, yeah. You know, most of them are very obscure, and some of them are ones that maybe have disappeared every place else.
I have the largest collection in the whole world, yeah.
In this inconspicuous valley near Yoncalla, south of Eugene, Nick has collected more named varieties of apple trees than the federal government has in its official repository in Geneva, New York.
This is called Hudson's Golden Gem. Cox's Orange Pippin from England. This is an apple called Hawaii.
His apples wear multicolored skins, and with some, even colored fruit inside.
This is very rare. This is a Nedowitskiana. It's from Russia. There's so many out there that I can't possibly eat them all. I take a taste of every one every year. I have thousands of apples here that taste better than anything you can find in the store.
There's no way Nick can eat all this fruit.
They're fermenting. They're sort of like making cider right there on the ground.
Nick's orchard isn't commercially viable because there are just 1 or 2 trees of each type. Plus, he's having a hard time keeping it tended.
At 86, you know, it's pretty hard to do everything anymore. Yeah. Yeah. I don't use herbicides, so it's pretty difficult to control, like blackberries, for instance. There was no blackberries in this orchard to start with, not one, and now they're everywhere.
He's put the farm up for sale. The next owner might not be such a friend to a haphazard collection of apple trees. This Noah's Ark of apple varieties could be lost. So, the Home Orchard Society has launched a huge effort.
The goal is to preserve all of the varieties that Nick Botner has.
They're trying to preserve a living cutting from every single one of Nick's 4,500 varieties.
It's a crazy idea. I'm not sure any of us really understood just exactly what was involved when we decided we were going to try to do this thing.
So if the grafters are really good, we'll have a tree out of it. This is a lot of work.
Joni and Sean lead grafting parties.
So far we have about 2,300 apple trees grafted.
And I'll slide it down into a notch or a slice in this root.
If they splice a cutting to new roots, the cutting takes over and grows into a new tree.
You are making a cut so that the cambium layer on the rootstock and on the scion match when you put them together.
And then get it sealed up good, and it should grow.
It is very ambitious, yeah. We want it to be a project and a conservancy that goes forever.
It's very important to preserve the legacy of all these varieties for the future and to honor people like Nick Botner and all the nurturement and plant breeders that have come before.
Once we have the collection growing, then it will be open for research and study, and breeders and nurserymen can all take advantage of it.
More than 500 fruit trees, including 200 types of apples, already fill the Home Orchard Society's arboretum at Clackamas County Community College. Neat lines of trees fill up 1.5 acres. There's no room for more. Until they have land to plant all those graftings, the saplings from Nick's farm live in pots.
Vanderpool! Here, we like this one.
Is it good enough?
They're a little green, but they look pretty good.
What's that?
Every fall, back at the orchard in Yoncalla, Nick lets them harvest hundreds of apples, which, of course, they must taste first.
A whole world of flavors. The range of sweetness and tartness and bitterness, well, the variety is astonishing.
Hudson's Golden Gem.
It was mind-boggling to wander around that place with a knife, tasting apples for 3 hours and not even make a dent.
Joni and Sean share Nick's bounty at the Home Orchard Society's annual fruit show.
We always have around 400 different apples for people to taste. That's a phenomenal number. They're not all gorgeous. They're not all bright red and shiny.
What surprises me is the variety of tastes. It's like tasting wine.
He's an apple lover.
Well, it's tart and sweet, and then has almost like a peach flavor.
Growing your own fruit is exactly what the Home Orchard Society is all about.
This is a special taste, doesn't it?
It's very different. We're small-time farmers, and we're really interested in growing fruit, and so we're here to educate our palate and look for some things we might want to grow.
Do you want something?
Nick Botner also hopes to inspire more home orchards with thousands of unconventional choices. Perhaps all it will take is just one taste.
It's very important that people be able to grow their own foods. It might be a hobby to me, but every apple is edible, and it's food. It's very easy to grow them, and it's very easy to take care of them. You've got a lifetime of good eating.
Great people just doing their thing in their own Northwesty way. We love bringing you stories like this. Support what you love. OPB.org/video.